Let's take a moment and tune in to one of the most urgent voices for peace on the planet right now, Pope Leo XIV. Just this past Sunday, he stood before the world with a message that cuts through the noise, shining a light on places where pain and conflict seem endless. He spoke with real sorrow about the extremely grave humanitarian situation in Gaza. Imagine a population already battered by war, now facing hunger, violence, and the constant threat of death. The Pope didn't mince words. He described the civilian population as crushed by hunger. And he called for something the world desperately needs: a ceasefire, the release of hostages, and a total respect for international humanitarian law. But his concern didn't stop at Gaza. He also prayed for people affected by clashes between Thailand and Cambodia, especially children and families forced to flee their homes. And he remembered the victims of violence in southern Syria, people whose stories rarely make headlines but whose suffering is just as real. What really stood out to me was this: the Pope's appeal wasn't just about ending violence. It was a call for everyone, everywhere, to recognize the intrinsic dignity bestowed by God Himself on every human being. He urged all sides to stop actions that violate that dignity. He didn't just hope for peace. He demanded that we reject anything that could steal away a peaceful future. And he entrusted both the victims and the world's leaders to Mary, Queen of Peace. This isn't just a religious statement, it's a challenge to all of us. Can we listen? Can we act? Because in a world desperate for kindness, it starts with remembering each other's humanity.